the Dallas Mavericks. And if they can build on what we saw last game, we might be headed back to Texas. Kyrie Irving will be looking to improve on his last trip to Boston, right? He averaged just 14 points in the first 2 games of this series. He went 0 for 8 from 3. Irving has lost 7 straight games in TD Garden. So here's what he had to say yesterday about coming back for Game 5.
I mean, let's just call it what it is. When the fans are chanting Kyrie sucks or anything, they feel like they have a psychological edge, and that's, fair. I think in order to silence even the self-doubt, let alone the crowd doubt, but the self-doubt when you make or miss shots, that's just as important as making sure that I'm leading the team in the right way and being human through this experience too, and telling them how I feel.
Being human has really been a through line for Kyrie Irving and how he has spoken to us throughout these finals, how he is trying to deal with this Boston crowd. But what do those latest comments tell you, Shanae?
I think that he's walking in more confidently. This is the first time when I got back to Boston, left the hotel, I turned the corner, I saw people with Celtics t-shirts, and I saw one shirt that said, Kyrie sucks. That is not easy to see. That is not easy to internalize. As good as you are of a basketball player, this is one of the roughest environments. But now he has 29 points per game in the last 2 games on his back walking into this arena. That confidence, to me, carries over. It's hard to start games 1 and 2 in an arena, in a fan base where things weren't resolved well when you left.
FU Kyrie chants literally pouring down.
Thank you. But now when you go back to home, you're able to build more of an offense. You're able to build more of a confidence.
Yep.
Now you walk back sort of feeling like a different person. I think that will affect his Game 5.
The great thing about it is that the Mavs and Kyrie, they have zero pressure coming into this game. All of the pressure is on the Boston Celtics the rest of the series, real talk. So they're coming in a free Kyrie Irving that has zero pressure, and you asking them just to go out there and play the game of basketball.
That's true.
With so it's like, damn, do you really want that?
Do you really think it's zero pressure? Because you know what it's like when you go back to your home previous team. I was a member of the LA Sparks. I went back to Connecticut, and it was boos for me. We were not on this stage.
How could anybody ever boo you?
Let me tell you, we finally made good with the Connecticut. But Perk, it still stays with you. And one thing that Scottie Pippen told me when he worked at ESPN is the boos show you care. It shows that the fans care. That's because you have talent. But it still is going to affect them. It's like, I don't believe that there's this no pressure on Kyrie. There's major pressure.
The boos are a compliment. They're Maddie left. They're still Maddie left. The boos aren't going anywhere. But I love the way Kyrie played in Dallas. He was super physical on defense. There were times where he was the matchup on purpose on Tatum and Brown, and he got into their bodies, got into them chest to chest, and he's like, dare the refs. You're going to call this every time? Because if not, I'm going after them. He pushed the pace. I thought the Mavs winning the transition game was a huge part of them in Game 4, and he's got to come with that energy and that sort of just predatory, like I'm going for your throat on every drive mindset
that
to win.
Combined with the fact it feels like we still haven't seen that Luka Doncic game quite yet. I know he's battling through a mountain of ailments at this point. Makes me think, okay, potentially could we see a Game 6? If you want to get into the building, though, tonight, it is not going to be cheap. The average ticket price, this is on Vivid Seats, is going for almost $2,200, making this the hottest Celtics ticket on record since it was tracked back in 2008.
I'm on fire.